today is something slightly different in that I wanted to talk a bit about buying vintage receivers as opposed to vintage amplifiers. I'm sure you know, but basically a receiver is an amplifier with a built-in tuning system. And what brought this on is that I've just had the latest addition to my collection, which is this larger one at the bottom here, and this is the NAD C720 BEE. BEE, I think, stands for Bjorn Erik Edvarson, who was a chap that designs these. So this, I think, is about the last of the NAD stereo receivers. And up here from another one, I've got the NAD 7020E, which is based on the 302 amplifier, which I think is the most famous amplifier. I think it's sold about 1 million of them. Anyway, what got me thinking was that I opened up my What Hi-Fi yearbook, and a couple of things struck me. First of all, the chapter on receivers is about as big as the chapter on amplifiers back in those days, and they made a load of them. Another thing that struck me is how high-end a lot of them were. So whereas Marantz now make no receivers, back in 1975 they have 6. And the top one is the model 2270, which retailed for £302.50p. And to put that into context, the Bang & Olufsen Beogram 4000 tangential tracking record deck was on the market for £200 then, and the Lynn Sondek LP12 was on the market for £131.74p. So that shows how high quality and high up the range the receivers were. And as well as Marantz making a lot, Votel made a lot, and none of these companies make stereo receivers anymore. Yamaha, Pioneer and Onkyo I think do some sort of fairly lower end receivers, but the only higher end receiver I know of is one by Arcam. So what got me thinking was the price of these things. This one I got with postage for £44.62p. Within 24 hours the NAD C320 BEE sold for £108. Now this is the same amplifier circuit, it's just that this one's got a tuner attached or incorporated, and it's sold for over twice as much. This one, again, I got for about £45. Now NAD 3020s go for £80 to £100, which is, in fact, over £100, which is more than they actually sold for when they originally came out. So basically, if you're going to buy an amplifier and you want to get more quality and bang for your buck, I think it's a good idea to look at receivers, because looking at these NAD ones, they're basically half the price of the amplifier. And I've no idea why this is really. I mean, they both sound great to me. With this one, I've listened to an NAD 3020, I've listened to this, they're pretty much identical. And the same with this. I hear online that some people say that, oh well, see, if you add a tuning circuit in, it adds a bit of distortion. I don't believe it myself. So it's a complete mystery to me. But basically, if I had a choice of a vintage receiver or a vintage amplifier, I'd go for the receiver any time. Anyway, that's my my 5 worth for today. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a review of this at some point. I've also got the little doctor review, but before then I'm just going to enjoy myself and listen to this. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll hope to see you again soon. Bye now.